Ahoy hoy, I'm Planarwalk, and is it just me, or does it seem like whenever somebody believes in the flat earth, they believe in a whole lot of other conspiracies as well? I mean, sure, if you believe the earth is flat, it's kind of a given that you don't believe the moon landings ever happened. But if you're a flat earther, you don't have to believe that 9/11 was an inside job. You don't have to believe that the New World Order is trying to take over everything. You don't have to be an anti-vaxxer. But a lot of them do believe that 9/11 was an inside job. A lot of them do believe that the Illuminati and New World Order are trying to take over the world. And a lot of them are anti-vaxxers. Now I know some conspiracy theorists are probably going to be saying, "Flat Earth is a psyop, you idiot, to make conspiracy theories look bad!" And to that I say, I mean, it could be, but is that really a bad thing when a lot of conspiracy theories are unproven? If flat earthers are making anti-vaxxers look stupid, I don't see that as a bad thing, to be honest. Now, there are some good arguments as to why flat earthers are so conspiratorially minded. Like, some of them definitely were conspiracy theorists before they were flat earthers. And some flat earthers might just believe in conspiracy theories because it's what all the other flat earthers do. And as a flat earther, it must be hard to fit in. But one of my ideas, and it probably has a bit to do with it, but it definitely doesn't explain the whole picture, is that flat earth just makes it so easy to believe in other conspiracy theories. Because if you think about it, if you believe in flat earth, you've thrown half of reality straight out the window. And if you've thrown half of reality straight out the window, why not throw the rest of reality out the window? So one of the reasons why flat earth could allow people to believe in so many conspiracy theories is the fact that most flat earthers are religious. In fact, I've talked to an atheist flat earther who wasn't as conspiratorial minded as other flat earthers. And for a lot of flat earthers, the earth being flat means that God must exist. Because let's be honest, most of flat earth requires magical bullshit to work. The reason for the sun and the moon circling around the flat earth can't really be explained that well with a naturalist explanation. So if it's God's magical balls, then that solves it. And the reason why the sun doesn't reduce in angular size as it moves further away from us is because God's magical testicle works in mysterious ways. And just you wait until you find out the flat earth explanation for the Milky Way. And clearly, the reason why objects appear to disappear bottom first over the horizon is because of the angle of attack. And the angle of attack is just simply when someone goes to take a picture of something, God just comes in and slaps that shit out of the way. I'm totally not making a reference there, by the way. But my point is, flat earth makes a bit more sense when you invoke the supernatural. Kind of like Harry Potter makes more sense when you invoke the supernatural. And when you believe in one conspiracy that involves the supernatural, you can believe in pretty much any conspiracy that there is. You could even believe that giants dug the moon out of the Grand Canyon or something. Another reason why I think flat earth allows people to believe in conspiracies so easily is because it has a sort of disregard for education. And this isn't just because flat earthers dropped out of kindergarten. One of the things that flat earthers often say is that schools indoctrinate you with the globe. As soon as you step foot in schools, they try and indoctrinate you with the globe. And when you disregard so much of education, any conspiracy involving information becomes viable. You know, schools are only there to indoctrinate you into thinking how they want you to think. Who's they?
They are the Jews. You don't really believe that the Holocaust happened, do you?
Okay, let's ignore for a second that some of the world's biggest billionaires who try and influence as much as they can, like the Koch brothers, aren't Jewish. The Holocaust is a really documented event in history.
But that's just what they want you to think. They indoctrinated you with it, yeah?
Fuck up, subrats. And it's not just limited to Holocaust denial and thought control. Any conspiracy that can come down to, oh, you only believe that because you were taught it in school, can be believed by flat earthers. In fact, flat earthers even use this for their own conspiracy. Oh, you think that the speed of light is millions of meters per second? Ha, it's only walking speed. I'm the Flash, motherfucker! Another reason why the flat earth conspiracy can be a gateway to conspiracy to other conspiracies is because of the amount of different organizations that would need to be colluding in order to keep the flat earth a secret. Well, that's if you ignore the fact that there's a couple of idiots on YouTube that managed to blow the whole thing. They fucked up all their plans.
Meddling young fools. They've gotten away with a king's ransom.
So for the Flat Earth conspiracy to be true, most of the world's governments would have to be colluding with each other. In fact, during the Cold War, the Soviet government would have had to have been colluding with the US government. Because during the Cold War, one of the things that a government could have done was say, look citizens, the Earth is flat. We're telling you the truth now. But the other government, they're lying to their citizens. So their citizens should revolt against the government. But that didn't happen. The reason being is because Earth is actually a globe, and to suggest otherwise is absurd. But flat earthers won't accept that. So the governments have to have been working together. And not only that, but companies like SpaceX and I think it's Virgin Galactic would have to be working with NASA, and by extension, the government, because otherwise these companies would have worked out, well, the Earth is flat. And you know, Elon Musk, being the type of person he is, would have gone, why my rocket not working, lol? Oh wait, is this real? Is the Earth flat?
Oh my god.
And of course, when you believe that governments and different organizations are conspiring against you, you could believe that, you know, the governments are working together with plane companies to spray chemtrails over everyone. At that point, you could even believe that the Illuminati or New World Order is in charge of everything. And finally, one of the major stipulations of Flat Earth is the amount of people in on the conspiracy. Anybody that works with professional long-distance navigational equipment would have to be on the conspiracy. So every pilot that does international flights would have to be in on the conspiracy. Meteorologists would have to be in on the conspiracy. GPS manufacturers would have to be in on the conspiracy. Astrophysicists would have to be in on the conspiracy. Everybody that works at NASA would have to be in on the conspiracy. And some flat earthers even claim that people like me that make anti-flat earth videos are paid shills by NASA. I do assure you though that I am not a paid shill by NASA. Good paycheck. But at that point, who can you trust? If someone says that a conspiracy you believe in is false, they must be paid, right? You know, it's not that doctors actually recommend you get vaccinated, it's that doctors are getting paid off by Big Pharma to say that vaccines are safe. Finally, Planarwalk said something I agree with. That was fucking sarcasm, Karen! Now, each of these factors by themselves may not be a gateway to many conspiracy theories, but if you put them all together, you can believe anything! You know, lizard people can be a thing, because they're just Satan's army trying to hide the flat earth from everyone. And they're also really jealous of God's magic swinging testicles. Have you ever noticed that the moon looks like a testicle? That would actually be a really good conspiracy. I need to talk to Flat Out about that. And some people may say, well, no flat earther would ever believe that there's a sex slave colony on Mars like Alex Jones says. And to that I say, with enough bullshit, you can make up anything. You know, you could believe that the stars and planets in the sky are just portals to other worlds, and that NASA just has to fly a rocket at Mars, and then it's teleported to Mars. Does it make sense? No. Does it have to make sense? Not when the Earth is flat. So in conclusion, whether it makes sense or not, Flat Earth allows anyone to believe in whatever bullshit they want. And as I said earlier, I do understand that a lot of Flat Earthers probably believed in other conspiracies before they were a Flat Earther, but you know, Flat Earth can kind of strengthen that idea of these other conspiracies are correct. You see it all the time with people like Scotty Storm who believe that they are so woke. Just simply because they not only believe that vaccines are bad and that 9/11 was an inside job, but they also believe that the Earth is flat. So they don't see it as themselves being idiots, they see it as them being high IQ smarts. But anyway, that was my thoughts on why Flat Earth can lead you to believe in any conspiracy that you want. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked that video. Leave a comment letting me know what your thoughts are about it. As always, a big shout out to my $20 Patron. What Jesus? If you want to support me financially, you can do so on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and you get cool rewards for doing so. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Between you and me, thank you for watching. Chemtrails on Earth, chemtrails on Venus, they come out of a plane. And out of God's penis, we got chemtrails on Earth, chemtrails on Venus, they come out of a plane. And out of God's penis, yeah. It's called the Milky Way.